You know the truth.
Nah, I'm kidding. He's good. I just like to joke on his account sometimes.
Hey, in the men's compound standings after stage one, Sebastian Peynaud's on top with 25 points. Mike Schlosser second with 21. Dominique Chenet third with 18 points. But Reo Wilde is also in the picture with 12 points. So he's in the top 8.
Yeah.
And we are going to see Reo Wilde and his teammate Bridger Deaton. And, of course, that's Braden Gellantine, who is not shooting. He'll be in the coach's box. But in the men's bronze medal match, it's an all-American affair. Bridger Deaton of the United States. Bridger Deaton, who shot a 9 to win a quarterfinal shoot-off with India's Abhishek Verma, and then lost a shoot-off with Korea's Kim Jong-ho. That's why he's in this bronze medal match, and he's facing Reo Wilde, who moved past the aforementioned Martin Damsbo by 2 in the quarterfinals before losing by 4 in the semis to Mr. Perfect Mike Schlosser.
Yeah, those were some really tough matches, and so will be this one. Because you have Reo Wilde, he doesn't need any big introducing his Reo Wilde. But then you also have Bridger Deaton, who is the current World Cup champion. So, yeah, everything can happen. They both shot the team event today, both shot well.
Won a gold medal as teammates,
Yeah,
and now
they won gold medal as teammates, and now they're fighting for a bronze.
So Bridger on target 2. And Reo Wilde on target number 1. These two hooked up in the quarterfinals at stage 1 in Shanghai a year ago, and Bridger won that match.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Opening arrows at 9, 10. It's a 10, pardon me.
Just underneath the X-ring.
So the first salvo by Reo Wilde.
That's a really good 10. That's a really good 10 by Reo. As usual, he takes his time. Bridger is a little faster than Reo, but solid shooting, both of them.
These two both capable of running the table.
Yeah, they both are.
10 points.
There's another 10 by
Full
Reo.
shaft at 11.
That's actually what we expect from them. So.
Good look at Bridger Deaton.
10 points.
Yeah, a 10 just out of the X. He's grouping really well.
Shot's looking great.
Ten, 9, 8, 7.
10 points.
3 straight 10s.
10.
It's a really nice start
about 1 o'clock.
of a match. That's how you want to start a match.
10, 10, 10.
Wow, look at that grouping.
And that as well.
Yeah,
Super tight group.
That's really amazing grouping.
brilliant grouping.
We'll stick with the original shooting.
Bridger Deaton of the United States, Pella, Iowa.
These archers.
It's interesting, we went back, looked at some of his numbers. He's won 9 of his 13 gold medal matches. So when he gets into the gold medal matches, or matches of this magnitude, he usually comes through with a win.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I never knew about the specific number, but 9 out of 13, that's really
Pretty good batting average, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Although we didn't do the same for Reo Wilde, and I got to imagine his batting average is right about the same spot.
Yeah, I would expect the same, so this would be a hard match.
He has been there, he's done that, and he's done it for a long, long time. Reo Wilde debuted in 2003 in New York City. Didn't compete again on the international stage for 3 years, but then started going, kept going,
And going.
and going, and going.
Yeah, he's at a very, very high level for a lot of years now, and that's very impressive. Because you always have archers that climb up to that level, and then you see them for about 2 years, then they get lost or just go to solid. But he's in the top few for a lot of years now, and that must be very hard to keep on doing. It's because it's harder and harder every day. New competition, the scores just skyrocketed.
It's one thing to get there, it's another thing to stay there.
Exactly. It's what people told me before. Easier to get there than to stay there. I never believed them until it actually happened. Yeah.
4.
10.
Nice shot
Yeah,
right there.
he continues with a 10.
4 straight 10s for Reo Wilde, who recommitted himself and got into better physical shape this past winter.
Yeah, he's done a lot of work. You can see a lot of changes.
Yeah,
in
good.
him.
Same hole.
And
Keep
I
rolling.
think he's really doing a good job. Just trying to find any possible way to get his archery
10,
to
9,
a whole new level,
8,
and he's already
7.
super high. So
10, X-ray.
Yep, right there.
there you go.
Good shot.
First X for Reo.
Well, these
I'm
guys,
pretty sure he wanted that X.
young guys like Bridger Deaton coming up after him.
Yeah.
10 on the line.
Another 10.
And these two are relentless right now.
Yeah, they're really not letting go. I'm wondering if it's going to be one of those matches where they just don't want to let go and just keep on going with the 10s.
9.
10,
Yeah.
X-ray.
Yep, right there. Good job.
But now he found the X ring. Well,
Good
we
one
all
there.
know
There we
Reo
go.
Wilde is the current World Cup holder
Keep coming.
for the
Yeah.
15-round final match.
10, 10, 10.
Game on, Garth.
Yeah,
Both of these arrows. It's going to be a matter of who blinks first,
yeah, I'm thinking that.
if at all.
American shooters.
Well,
It's
it's got to happen.
Somebody,
at some
yeah,
point.
at some point.
It's got to happen.
Although,
Although, yeah, they can theoretically both shoot 150 and then shoot 10s in the shoot off and then closer to center. But
well, and Rio pretty much did that in Shanghai when he shot that 150 with 12 X's.
yeah, that's true. That must have been a nice match.
just a little bit right.
I was sorry to not be there and to see it. It must have been really exciting to see it in person.
He was excited about it. I was talking with him about it at lunch the other day, and loves his new release, and felt that that was a big factor.
Yeah, he showed it to me yesterday. Sure looks like a good idea for archers that are shooting the back tension releases. I haven't tried it myself.
Solely a back tension, right?
Yeah, it's a back tension. Yeah.
There's no trigger,
No.
nothing to punch.
No, nothing to punch. No, nothing to punch, which is actually good.
Crowd on the edge of the seats
Shot here, Reo. Start off right.
here on Konyaaltı Beach in Antalya, Turkey. Karl Arki along with Croatia's Ivana Budin. Hope you're enjoying our live coverage here on Archery TV. Our great crew from Hit the Roof Productions out of Geneva, bringing you the sights and the sounds.
10, 9, 8, 7.
What I always find fascinating is how Reo really takes his
There you
time
go.
with the shots.
That's
They're
right,
not
3 o'clock a
fast,
shot.
jumpy shots, and
Be aggressive. Get on it.
he's shooting solid 10s and X's. He gets rewarded for it.
Yeah, dude. Nice
Another
shot.
strong shot, Reo.
Super.
So does Bridger.
Nobody flinching yet.
No, they both look very focused, very determined.
Rio, one of the most decorated and successful archers on the World Cup scene.
8, 7, 6.
Shot that 150 with 12 in the X ring in Shanghai, and there's another 10.
Nice shot.
That was a very long hold, but
Keep going.
still.
Be aggressive.
So here's the man who is 6th in the world, and he shoots another 10.
Yeah.
Clock fully inside the line.
Probably a little harder on Reo now that Bridger is a much faster archer, as in makes much faster shots, so his breaks between the shots are not as big.
7, 6, 5.
Yeah, Reo can handle it. Oh.
Oh, and there he blinks.
And then you hear the crowd go, oh.
You could hear Mel, his coach, counting it down.
Yeah.
Cross.
And there's the lead going to Bridger Deaton, who has yet to miss.
Well, I
The
kind
10
of
ring.
I kind of hope he doesn't. He's doing really well. I like seeing archers perform well. It just it somehow works inspiring. I would say positive.
Yeah.
You know, makes you want to grab the bow and go shooting a little bit more and a
When
little
you
bit
see
more.
something like that?
Yeah.
Flip one of these.
Yeah, well, we can all shoot crappy, you know, but when you see
Yes, I know.
Oh, believe me, I tried
I
this
guess
week.
these are pretty small.
It's not really good with
Those suckers
I
beat
don't know,
that.
shooting the
I
elimination.
forgot to
Doesn't
tell her.
really work well.
Okay.
But you know, when you see something like this, and you just go, oh my God, I want to do this. I want to try and get as close as I can to that. You know, so you just pick up the bow. Okay, let's go and practice a little more.
There's always room for improvement, although with these guys,
Yeah, unless you're trying to improve the world record indoors, that you kind of can.
All right. Reo Wilde, United States, 89.
Mikey Schlosser has made sure that no one else ever shoots that record. So,
600 last February.
See who goes home.
And we'll see Mr. Perfect right after this
Yeah.
match.
Reo shooting first.
But there's still some business yet to be conducted between
Yeah.
Reo Wilde and Bridger Deaton.
These guys still have 6 arrows to shoot. And that 1 point difference, yeah, that's
9,
not much.
8, 7, 6,
It looks a little bit
5.
shaky by Reo, but yeah.
It's a 9 out the right side.
So after
Settle in there and keep pulling.
shooting 8 straight 10s, Reo Wilde has shot 9s on his last 2 shots, and now Bridger Deaton has built a 2-point lead.
Bridger is holding on to his 10s. Pretty sure he's liking it.
10, 9, 8, 7.
10 points.
Back in the 10 ring.
On the line at 230.
Same shot. Keep going. Pull. Be strong.
Nice.
Yep.
X-ray.
Buried it.
Nice extra, yeah.
Nice strong
That
shot.
rhythm,
Two
dude.
really nice
Just
shots
keep pulling.
from Bridger.
Shot
You know,
looks
it
great.
looks to me Bridger
Deaton seems to be determined to keep Reo Wilde
9, 8,
at bay
7.
now that he's got that 2-point lead.
There's a 10.
Rio hanging in there, though.
Just out of the X ring at 3 o'clock side.
Keep pulling, dude. Aren't touching.
So the man who won a world title in Korea 2009, won a World Cup title in 2006, will end this end.
Yeah, this looks like a 10.
Looks like a 10
Yeah,
from
it
here.
looks like a 10 from here.
I was surprised they put up the 9 with the asterisk by it, but
Yeah, you can never know with the shadow.
True.
He's got a thick arrow, so that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's probably really happy about it now.
thick arrows for the wind.
Well, honestly, it works for him. It would not work for me. It works for him. It works for the boys. So it's not always about how thick the arrow is. It's about how balanced it is, how well it flies, and how well the archer knows how to shoot in wind.
Bronze medal doesn't weigh that much. It won't put you overweight on your package.
But it appears as though they have given Bridger Deaton a 10 on that last shot. So it is a 2-point lead, 120 to 118, with 3 more arrows left to shoot.
What the X count is, and hopefully our results.
And Bridger Deaton has been clean thus far.
So now I heard George in the background counting the X's for Bridger because
Nice strong shot here.
that's kind of important if he's trying for the 150 world record. But I don't think
Looks like he's got
he would have enough.
He has 7 X's right now.
Yeah, so that's
All
10.
And there's a 10 for
there's a
Rio.
10, but
Still on that right side.
still a little out right, but he readjusted his sight.
So 7 of the 12 shots for Bridger have been X's, and there's his first shot outside the
There's
10
the
ring.
sign. That one was
And
that
he
was
is
a little
upset with
fast.
himself.
Yep. It was a fast shot. He wasn't happy
10,
with it.
9.
Rio back within 1.
There's a 10.
Yep, right
Down
there.
the middle.
That's
Cover
in
the
that
spider.
center.
Good shot.
X marks the spot for Reo Wilde. Deaton cannot afford to
There we
be
go.
outside the 10 ring, and he's not.
Another 10.
1-point differential.
Hanging on to that 1-point lead. Reo Wilde
10, 9, 8, 7.
trying to give himself a chance.
And a 10, 10,
Yep.
10.
And he
There's a
does.
10, 10, 10. So basically, Bridger needs a 10 to win now,
Keep pulling.
which he has shot a lot now,
Yep.
but we'll see. And that's a 9.
Outside the 10 ring. Can you believe that?
Looks like we're going to have a shoot-off. We'll find out tonight.
We are headed for a
wow.
shoot-off.
Okay. Well, I could see it coming with these two.
Could you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's always close. It's always close.
Wow. But that's why you keep shooting. That's a perfect example of why Reo Wilde continue to focus, continue to concentrate, even after those
Exactly.
2 back-to-back 9s.
Exactly. That's why you keep on going. Don't give up, because if you give up and then you lose by a point with just a stupid result, you will feel bad about it.
That's when you stare at the ceiling all night long.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly.
And there's enough of those nights to begin with, so
Yeah, let's not start making more of those.
no.
Getting ready to head to the line as soon as
So here we go. And 3 weeks ago in Shanghai was Dominique Genet defeating Mario Cardosa by 1 point, 144 to 143. Genet was able to hang on for the victory that day. And here it looks as though Bridger Deaton was en route to the victory and had the bronze medal in his pocket, but then on his final shot.
Yeah, you never have it in your pocket when you're shooting against Reo. Well, until you actually get it. But
Till you get that.
Yeah.
It's not a done deal till they've,
No.
yeah.
No, it's never a done deal, and everyone can make mistakes, or everyone can shoot 9, so can these guys, but it's just a matter of who's going to shoot less of them.
You know, Juan Carlos looks a lot more relaxed now that he's up in the stands as a spectator.
Well, you know, the amount of work that he did at these World Cups, well, he did everything.
That's mind-boggling.
Yeah,
To create a venue,
yeah.
to put together the television coverage.
Exactly. You know, whatever you would ask him, you know, where's this, or who does that, or how can this get handled? He was doing everything.
Oh,
so
sure.
I was thinking, wow, that's some multitasking.
Here we go. It's what we live for. It's what these guys live for.
Good thing they put on a heartbeat, a strong heartbeat on the sound. So
Closest to the center takes the bronze medal. And Reo going first.
7, 6.
oh,
And in
okay.
jeopardy.
That
And he knows
is-
it.
That wasn't the best shot he did, so this pretty much hands it off to him.
Oh my goodness. Bridger Deaton cannot
Oh,
take
wow.
advantage of it. And Reo Wilde takes the bronze medal.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't see that coming.
I don't think
and
anybody saw that coming.
I don't think Reo saw that coming. Wow.
Bridger Deaton had been so good for
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah, well, it's not easy pressure to hold. Obviously, it
We
was
talked
hard
about
for,
that, yeah.
Yeah, obviously it was hard for Reo as well. Come on, it's a liner 9, and we all know he's amazing and shoots even better than that. So this was not easy for any one of them.
Well, Bridger's a country boy from Iowa, and he knows about fishing, and this is one that got away. This is the fish that got away. It just got away.